I want to do some examples of inscribed angles and in central angles. First, let's look at this diagram right on here on the left-hand side. We have the central angle here marked as shown. This angle right here is the central angle. And if we say, for example, that that angle is 45 degrees, that's what we would say is the angle of this arc, which is the arc that is covers, is circumscribed by that central angle. Okay, so this arc is 45 degrees. Now, here's an inscribed angle shown in blue. And if this arc of the central angle is 45 degrees, it means that this angle right here is 45 degrees divided by 2. 45 degrees divided by 2, which is 22.5 degrees. So that angle is 22.5 degrees that I'll write like this. Now, the result of our theorem, remember where we showed that the inscribed angle is always half the central angle. The result of our theorem is actually pretty amazing because it tells us that if we look at any inscribed angle, I wanted to use a straight line tool, edit, undo, here we go. Okay, if we look at any inscribed angle that covers that same arc, that inscribed angle is the same no matter what. So this angle right in here is still 22.5 degrees. And if we look at this inscribed angle right here, this inscribed angle on the same arc is 22.5 degrees. So any inscribed angle that includes the same arc is going to be 22.5 degrees. Okay, now let's look at this circle on the right, this circle right here. And I have the measures of several central angles and arcs written down. So for example, if I say that this angle right in here is 10 degrees, this angle here is 90 degrees, actually you should draw it like that, right, 90 degrees. This angle is 45, this angle is 60. Question I might ask is, what is the measure of this arc right in here? Well, I know that the sum of all these angles must be what? 360 degrees. So here I have 10 plus 90. Okay, 10 plus 90 is 100. 100 plus 60 is 160 degrees. And 160 plus 45 degrees is 205 degrees. So this whole angle all the way around here, this angle measures 205 degrees. If I want to find the measure of the angle x, shown right here, the measure of this angle right in here is going to be 360 minus 205. So I have 360 degrees, 360, and I subtract from that the 205 degrees, okay, and that gives me 155 degrees is now the measure of angle x. So I have x equals 155 degrees. Now suppose I said, though, I didn't want the measure of this angle. I wanted to draw yet another angle, let's say this angle right here. I want to get a straight line. So I have this angle right here. Now this angle is an inscribed angle that includes the same arc as x, and x is 155. So this angle right in here, that I might call, let's say y, This angle is y, right here. The angle y is x, the measure of angle x divided by 2. So y is, by that theorem, is x divided by 2, and 255 divided by 2 okay, this would be 77.5 degrees. Okay, 255 divided by 2. You can check that, multiply this, 77.5 divided by 2, and you'll get 155 degrees. So this is the measure of angle x. So those are some examples here, and I'll be giving several more examples as exercises to do on your own.